Hello YouTube, today we will discuss whether or not training to failure might be detrimental in your progress. Training to failure is simply performing as many reps as you possibly can within standardized form. So when every rep looks the same except the speed of the positive portion of the movement. And why performing sets to failure is important is simply because those sets offer a very high quality volume, which just has the ability to push muscular progression very far. So for example, and it could actually make your workouts much shorter compared to keeping, for example, 3 reps in reserve. So if you want to get as much stimulus from doing sets of 3 reps in reserve compared to 0 reps in reserve, you will need to double the volume quite literally for the most part. So if you're to get as much stimulus from from 2 sets to complete failure, let's say it is you're doing something like 10 I came off the topic, never mind. But training to failure is vital. Training close to failure is vital to push muscular progression. That's I could talk through it for hours. I don't need. That's not the topic of the video. The topic of the video is whether or not it could be detrimental. And it obviously could be when you're pushing through the pain to achieve pushing through the tendon and structural pain to achieve muscular failure in the first place. So in the case when you are not able to achieve it without experiencing some structural discomfort. So for example, I couldn't go to failure without pain on tricep extensions for like 3 weeks or almost a month. And the reason for that was because one day it was a slight discomfort, but I pushed just 2 reps through that discomfort. The next session, discomfort were more prevalent, but I still achieved muscular failure and pushed through, I don't know, 4 reps with discomfort. And like that, 2 weeks later, I weren't even able to achieve muscular failure anymore because my tendons, my elbow hurted so much. So, and here's the problem. When you attempt to achieve muscular failure through the pain, so when you're not able, so when your tendon is aggravated and your body tells you that you shouldn't train hard now because it hurts. When body hurts, it clearly tells you that if you're not going to change your approach towards the training, there will be a disaster at some point. So it clearly tells you to stop or just keep reps in reserve, because the solution to that problem, because that's really a problem when you're not really able to achieve muscular failure consistently, especially on something like isolations where you should always be able to achieve muscular failure safely. So the solution to this is simply to go as close to failure as your body allows you to do. So you're just gonna perform the movement as close to failure as you could without experiencing noticeable uh, discomfort, or else it will just get worse. Like, this is really the only way to rehabilitate your tendon, because it is uh, inflamed pretty badly if it doesn't allow you to go to muscular failure because it hurts so bad. And the best way to rehabilitate the tendon is to keep as much reps in reserve as needed to give your tendon the reason to adapt and get stronger, and at the same time not to hurt it, because like taking a complete deload without a movement wouldn't be a solution either, because your tendons, your structure, especially here, on your knees, on your fucking I don't know where, everywhere where the muscles attach, uh, those areas won't get they won't heal on themselves. They need blood. Like, if your elbow hurts and you just take a week off the gym, like, it won't gonna fix the problem. The problem will get back, like, if you're lucky, a week later, but most likely it will be prevalent right away, the first day you start training that body part again. So yeah, we all need, in order to get as much results as possible from training, we all need to figure out how to go to muscular failure safely and consistently. And for that, we need, of course, good prosecution, good technique, which is safe and stimulative. We need consistent form. We need good fatigue management, volume management, or frequency must be on point. But most importantly, we need to listen to our body, just in order for it to be able to adapt to what we're doing. Because if we'll just push to failure all the time, regardless of how your body feels, you will get snapped no matter what. But there is obviously a possibility of you being able to achieve muscular failure 99% of the times, if you're listening to your body, and if you will build up your tendon strength by just going as close to failure as your body allows you to do, and no further. Because if you go further, even if you're giving that high stimulus that your muscles want, like, you're giving too much fatigue to your tendons, so you won't be able to push progression in the long run regardless. So it's all for nothing. So your training will only be productive if you will figure out how to consistently go to failure without discomfort, in the way that your body will agree with that, because this is how training should work. It is most importantly the love that you give to your body. And when you're pushing through the pain, through the structural pain, because when the muscle burns, it's not the pain really, it is pleasurable in some cases. Like, it is not the pain, like the body actually likes it. It wants it. What it doesn't want, however, it's for your tendons and structure to hurt. And you know it very well, because when those parts hurt, like, you are legitimately scared, that you're almost depressed that you're going to die soon. But that's human nature. We should protect our structure in order for our muscles to be able to grow and function properly. And this is the only way to go about natural bodybuilding. Because otherwise, it is we wouldn't be able to train for our entire life until we die if we wouldn't listen to our body. Okay, I'm coming out of topic right now. So the answer for the question whether or not it is possible that training to failure might be detrimental, it might be. However, training as close to failure every set as your body allows you to do will never be detrimental. Uh, and in my opinion, it is the solution for all tendonitis you have, all overuse injuries, and it will just allow you to get as much from training as you possibly could. Yeah, okay, this video is way too long. It shouldn't be like this. Bye.